Hi, my name is Mark H. Dold, and I'm playing Meyer Lehman in the Lehman Trilogy. He's the one, to me, in my opinion, and this is just between you and me, I think for the greater arc of the piece, he is the most creative. But again, that's just between you and me.
That's right.
What I find most relatable to Meyer, in the baby steps of the rehearsal performance, of course, his attachment to his home is quite profoundly relatable for me, and his commitment to his family, especially as I age. I begin to realize more and more the importance of the two, really having a base, really having a place that feels rooted and organic, and something that you can invest in, a place you can invest in that also kind of cyclically invests back in you. And then the relationship between the family. These three brothers who come here and risk everything, and really at the end of the day, all they have is one another. Well, that's complicated. There's a great deal of love, again, a profound amount of love, but with all complications, especially being the baby, I can relate. I am the baby of my family. I completely relate to being a bit of the peacemaker as well. But again, I think he has a profound amount of respect and a profound amount of love for both of the brothers. There are other brothers that they leave back home, of course. And all of the other, typical frustrations, agitations, appreciations. Okay, there is, I'm going to get the name of this song wrong. Well, also, Barry mentioned the Leonard Skinner song, Sweet Home Alabama, which I now can't get out of my mind. It's kind of very fitting, maybe a bit too up-tempo, maybe a little bit too rocky. But there's a beautiful song, I think it's called There Is a Place or There Is a Home, by a group called the Orchestral Symphony. I'm getting it so wrong, please forgive me, group. I had it in my brain a couple of minutes ago. It's really beautiful. It's all about an attachment to home and needing to be home and building a home, and how the simple things, the chairs, the windows, the doors, the people there, are what kind of keep your heart open and alive, really. I listen to that song a lot. Wow, my experience of working with GableStage and Barry Newport, well, both have been incredibly positive, I will say. There is no place in the world like New York City, which is where I am from, and there's no place in the world like Miami, Florida, which is where I currently find myself. So trying to find, getting my feet planted firmly on the ground has been strange. But the lovely thing is that the people associated with GableStage, particularly Barry Newport, they've been able to help me really plant my feet very quickly, because the rehearsal process is invigorating and thoughtful and collaborative and all of those things that I'm used to. So professionally, I feel very planted, rooted, and excited to be here. Physically, I still have absolutely no idea where I am, especially as I see my friends shoveling snow back home. There is so much that can be taken away from it. I think, for me, some of the great through lines, again, home. What happens when you change the idea of that, expand the idea of that? Assimilation, but in any sense of the word. Expansion as a person. What do I want the audience to take away from it? I think kind of the awe and wonder of possibility, that how some of the greatest, well, that's subjective because look what happened, but some of the great ideas, how they can come from the simplest things, and how you start with the seed and then the plant you grow is actually nothing that you could have imagined. when I look at projects, I think if I look at them or read them and I'm titillated by the work and simultaneously wildly intimidated by it, like this attraction, repulsion, like this love, hate, fear kind of anxiety, need, like, oh, the wow, this could be amazing, or wow, this could devastate me. Those are the jobs that I always want to do. Yeah.